Hello everyone and Happy New Year! Yes, hopefully you had a good one, whether you had a quiet one or whether you got a little bit tipsy or really drunk. But to start the new year off on my channel, I thought we would do a brand new series, and it's going to be the first episode of Craft Race. So essentially the rules for this is we spin the wheel behind us, we craft whichever queen it is that the wheel decides. Obviously this one is winners edition, so I've got all the winners on the board behind us, but I'm recording this before All Stars 4 and before the Christmas special. I'm not sure whether that Christmas special is a one kind of episode or whether it's like a mini series. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'm recording this before all of that, so once we get the winners from those two series, then they'll go on the board as well. For now we have 13 winners from Drag Race, and we also have a mystery spot there. And once the wheel's decided who we're going to craft, we'll make them out of clay, paint them, and then we will find a PO box or an address or somewhere and try and send it to that queen. So let's spin that wheel. Oh, Bob!
It's Bob, the drag queen. My drag is funny. It's irreverent. What you see is what you get.
Somebody who says it all.
Oh, I love Bob the drag queen. It's one of my favourite queens, so I'm super happy that the first episode is Bob. He doesn't have too many amazing looks, but he does have a few. So I'm going to have a quick look on the computer and see which look I want to create. I'm pretty sure I'll end up creating the neon look with the kind of blob of paint coming down the face, because I really like that look. But we'll have a look and see which are the ones, because I can't remember. Just refresh my mind. And by the way, for this I'm not going to do kind of the whole body because it'll be ridiculously complicated, and I can't craft hands or feet, so it'll just be kind of butched up. So I'm looking for decent kind of makeup, and I'm thinking it's either going to be the black and white look where it was kind of a mime, or the neon look with the paint on the head. I quite like that look as well. Or possibly even her final look with the blue wig. So them three looks I'm thinking about. No, it's definitely going to have to be the neon look. It's so good, and it'll be easy for me to kind of replicate and make, and hopefully it ends up looking like what it's supposed to. So we'll go for that one. Right, I've had to pre-roll some clay just so it would speed up the process, and I've had to use two different colours as well because I've run out of one. But it's all going to get decorated and painted afterwards, so it's fine. Yeah, I think for Bob, I'm just looking at the picture now. I don't think I'm going to bother doing kind of this part here. I think I'm just going to do the head, the neck up, because she's got kind of a yellow collar on, and then like a blouse thingy, but the blouse is pretty ugly, sorry. So I'll just do from the neck upwards, because that's the most interesting part. And I'll just try and see if I can get the shape right. And then obviously I'll add the earrings and the ears and stuff later on. So the best thing about Bob is she's bald, so it's really easy to kind of create her. She's just a circle. It's kind of Bob's head shape-ish. It'll do. Right, and then add some detail on. So I need some ears and earrings. Thing is with Bob, she was kind of a front runner basically from the beginning. It's kind of her season and Bianca's season are the only kind of seasons that you basically knew who was going to win. You knew Bob was going to win from the very beginning, just like you knew Bianca was going to win from the very beginning. And I think she deserved it as well. I thought she's really funny. I really like Bob. Right, I'm not the best with kind of amazing details. I've made that ear massive. So they are going to be a little bit simplified, but that'll be fine. Yeah, I suppose the only thing with Bob as well that kind of not really let her down, but she wasn't the best at, was her runway looks. The neon one though, I loved. I absolutely loved the neon look. I kind of loved the rivalry between Bob and Thorgy as well. I love Thorgy. That was so fun. Right, and another ear here. Ooh, let me know down below in the comments as well who your favourite winner of Drag Race is ever, of all time. I'm not sure who mine is. It was, oh, I don't know. I quite like Bob and Bianca. Well, I love Raja and Sharon as well. To be fair, there's quite a lot I like. There's very few I don't like. There's still a couple I don't like though, but... Right, for Bob's nose, I'm doing a very simple nose because I can't do noses, so it's just going to be like a little kind of cartoonish nose. The thing is, Bob's probably going to get this, if she does get this, and she's probably going to think, oh, our little kid's done this for us, it's so nice. Right, lips. Bob's got massive lips. She's got like a nice yellow colour on these ones, so I'll try and get these quite decent. I'm just hoping my decoration can kind of rescue this because it's looking a bit ridiculous, but once it's painted and everything, it'll be fine, it'll look fine, it'll look great. As well with drag queens, I always find their lips are absolutely massive. They overline them, they draw them huge, and if you ever look at kind of a drag queen before Drag Race or while she's on Drag Race, and then look at them afterwards, they always have the lip fillers and the lips end up being huge. Like they just did the promo for All Stars 4 and Naomi Smalls. I'm pretty sure she's had her lips done and they look like this, it's just like boff. Now I'll do eyes. She doesn't have much eyebrow. She has a little bit of eyebrow. I'll just paint that on. I'm not gonna raise it. I'll draw the lashes on as well. I'm not gonna make that out of clay, but I'll make a thin kind of area so I know where her eyes actually are. Do you agree? Do you think Bob should have won, or were you team Kimchi? Were you team Naomi Smalls? I think they had quite a decent final three for season 8, if I'm honest with you. I was kind of in that mindset, you know, when you're not kind of fussed who wins, you'd be happy with either of them, which doesn't happen often. It was the same with season 9? Yeah, season 9 actually, I was fine with whoever won. I was happy with that final four. Sasha, Shea, Trinity and Peppermint. Because I liked all 4 of them. She's got kind of very rectangular earrings. So let's see if I can make them. Thing is that earring just made it look like she got a massive earlobe, but that's an earring. It'll be painted yellow. It'll look like an earring. Don't worry. Yeah, let me know in the comments below as well who you want to win All Stars 4. Now that'll be quite a controversial one because to be fair, they've got a pretty decent lineup. I would die if I walked into a room and the competition was the likes of Manila, Latrice, Valentina. I'd be like, shit. Trinity. They've got some really, really strong queens in. So I've got the earring. I need the collar and I need the drips. So I'll do the collar now. Maybe it needs to go like that. And now we do the drips, and the drips are the best part. Right. And then connect that to that. And then the final drip kind of goes behind her eye and down like that. Right, I think that'll kind of do for this first part, and then we'll add the decoration on once it's been cooked in the oven, and hopefully we can kind of turn this more into Bob and not kind of a kid's craft project. So fingers crossed it looks decent when we're done, but I'll bake this now and then I'll see you in a second and we'll paint her. Okay, I'm back and the clay's finally set, it's all hardened, and I've primed her as well. And I think I've gone a little bit on the darker side, but I'd much prefer to go on the darker side than the lighter side. But hopefully I can rescue it with some cool colours. And I always find skin colour really hard to paint with anyway, but hopefully I've matched. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think I have done it a little bit on the dark side, but we'll try and rescue it. And obviously it looks terrible right now, but I'm hoping once I get my colours on and some of the detail filled in, it'll look a little bit more presentable, especially if I'm sending this to Bob and she actually sees it, because if you've ever seen, there's a video online and there's obviously this guy who's kind of crossed the line with Bob, and Bob literally picks him up and like body slams him to the floor. It's so good to watch. But yeah, so I would never want to around with Bob, but we'll try and get this fixed and looking half decent if we can. Try and get these eyes filled in a bit. And the thing is with this, I'm not going for 100% perfect kind of accurate representation of what they look like, because my skills are limited. I'm more of an abstract kind of person than a very figurative person, but hopefully I get kind of the suggestions that it is the person that I'm actually making. I'm going to switch to paint because these pens are just ripping up all the paint. Bit of white for the teeth. Yeah, I don't know why I picked a neon look either, because I don't have any neon paints, but I'm just going to have to do my best. Yeah, this paint's a little bit thin, so I think I'm going to need to do a good couple of coats. Tidy some bits up later as well. Now I need some pink for the blobs. Thing is, if it looks terrible as well, we just won't tell Bob that someone of my age did this, and we'll just say like an 8-year-old made it, and then he'll appreciate it a lot more. Right, now for a lip, I'm going to actually use the pen because it kind of looks like she's got some either green or blue around the outside of the lip. I could be wrong, but it looks kind of like it's lined with a greenish colour, so I'm going to go for that and then go in with a yellow and paint the rest of the lip. I'm kind of glad now that I chose quite a simple look. If I chose a really complicated look, or like quite a natural look, I'd have been absolutely. The thing is, I'm not like particularly kind of like a portrait artist or anything like that. I'm much more of a fluid, abstract kind of worker. So this is quite a challenge, but the thing is, hopefully it just kind of like gives a hint as that it's to Bob, you know? I'm not kind of going for hyper-realism. If hyper-realism decided it wanted to show up though, I'd be fine with that. Right, I've kind of lined the lips a little bit with a metallic green. Again, I'm not sure, but it does look like there's a green on the outside, or at least a blue. There's some sort of colour there. And then she goes in with bright yellow, so... Right, now I'll go in with the yellow for the centre of the lip. This yellow paint is so thin. Thing is, you never give up because it kind of starts to take shape after a while. I'm feeling Bob from this. I'm getting the picture that I'm looking at. I'm getting Bob. Neon, egg splat realness. I'm feeling it. I don't know whether you're feeling it, but I am. I suppose you have to have your own confidence, don't you? No one else is going to be confident in your own abilities. Right. I probably will tidy this up a bit though. Some of these paints need a couple of extra coats, they're a bit thin. Right, I've done that, and then I'm going to switch out to a pen again because I want to add some detail for the eye. They look terrible, but it's fine. The paint's still wet, so I'm struggling. Right, I'll have to finish that off when that paint's dry because I can't get in there. But I need to go around this outside because I want this part black. For kind of that eyeliner slash eyelashes. This is kind of going to resemble the eyelashes as well as the eyeliner because I haven't left enough room to paint some eyelashes on. Right, I've kind of got a brown for the eyes. Probably on the light side, but I'll add that in. And then I'm going to have to add the detail later because them eyes are stupid. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that, and because I'm painting on top of wet paint and it's too difficult and I've been filming for a long time now. So I'm going to leave it like that and I will touch it up and apply some layers like I've kind of gone around there, but I think I've done okay. I've done okay. I haven't done amazing, but I think if I showed a Drag Race fan, like if I showed myself this and I said, who is this? I'd be like, well, it's Bob. It's Bob the drag queen, definitely. A very, very bad version of Bob, but Bob nevertheless. But I will fix it up off camera and add some more coats because that yellow paint's super thin. So I need to add some more there and tidy up the pink drips and stuff and sort the eyes out. And add a little bit of detail and then I'll varnish it before I send it to Bob because I wouldn't want to send him this. So I will tidy that up and make it a little bit more presentable for him. I think I've done an alright job. I think it doesn't look too bad. The thing is, if you kind of know my channel and know kind of some of the ridiculous things I've done and just the fails I've had, this is a success. I will sort it out and fix it off camera and fix the bits up. But I think it looks alright. I think it's a decent representation of Bob the Drag Queen. So, yeah. Okay, and here's the finished version of Bob, and I think it looks alright. It looks better than what it was before. I have made some improvements, added some detail, etc. And I definitely think it's an improvement. It's definitely an improvement. But hopefully you enjoyed today's episode of Craft Race. Hopefully you've enjoyed this new series I've started. If you have, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like on the video. If you ever do see this video, Bob, and you really, really enjoyed what I made you are more than welcome. If you hated it, I'm so sorry. But I did my best. I'm not kind of the perfect portrait painter or anything like that, so I think I did a half decent job. I think I did it alright. I think I did Bob justice, hopefully. But feel free to slag me off in the comments down below if you feel differently. But that's Bob down from the wheel, so I wonder who will get next time. Who do you want to see crafted next time? And if you do want to keep up to date with my content, then make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!